Contrast is a really powerful thing, and sometimes what gives meaning to one bright aspect of a thing is very much dependent on the other side, which is a dark side. And so similarly, in a class, in a lesson, sometimes a class can be very interesting, and other times it can be really, really boring. But as a teacher, as an ESL teacher, what do you do about something like this when it happens during your class? Let's talk about this for today. Let's take it from the top. As a teacher, you might prepare a couple of lessons and you might think these lessons have a lot of energy packed within them, but you get to the class and sometimes it just doesn't go as planned. So what exactly is it that causes some of these scenarios? Let's talk about those. As an ESL teacher, these are 3 significant reasons that are found to be really consistent when it comes to the class being boring. Number 1 is that sometimes most people are tired. Number 2 is that sometimes the lesson is really not relevant. Number 3 is that sometimes previous information that has been taught has not been fully processed yet. Now let's talk about when this actually happens. This can happen towards the end of the week, maybe a Thursday or Friday. Because from Monday to that time, people have used a lot of energy and have learned so much already that physically and mentally they're tired already. Or this could even happen during a particular day, maybe towards the end of the day. Maybe the last lesson or the last but one lesson or something, this could actually happen. Sometimes I find that this happens in the middle of the semester, right before kids go on a break. Or this also happens towards the end of the semester because people have learned so much and haven't totally processed what they have learned yet. So during that time also, this can happen. Or in some cases, whenever the children choose to be naughty and not pay attention and not be interested in the lesson, this could actually even happen. Who exactly does this happen to? So you might think that a boring lesson might apply only to the student, but that's not necessarily the case. A boring lesson can also apply to the teacher. And that's not because of poor preparation. Even when you have prepared so much, sometimes in the class, when the kids are not paying attention, when you're trying to pull through and things are not going as you plan, sometimes it could bring that energy level of yours really, really low. So this could happen to anyone at all, both the teacher and the student. So what we all want to know is, what do we do about something like this when you encounter a boring lesson and you do not know what to do? So number 1 is sometimes relax the serious lesson and do some songs and rhymes or something else. Obviously, this applies to people who teach ESL, to kids who are in kindergarten or something like that. I don't think if you teach university, you could, well, if you're in college, I don't know if you can do something like this. But hey, if it works for you, that's fine. The second thing is try and chat with your kids or students, not in a lesson format, but in a way that they can express themselves freely, particularly and especially in relation to the things that you have taught them already. So you might want to engage them, asking them questions in line with the things that you have taught them already, and see how they express themselves and talk freely. Another thing that you can do is do a random lesson, a completely random lesson, something that is not related to the format for the semester, something that is not related to any of the topics that have come up already in the semester. Just do something completely random and much interesting, something that can engage them. You could try that. I know this might not be exactly a good advice on the side of administration, but sometimes try and give the children a free lesson. Try and give your students a free lesson. Instead of just teaching, maybe you can let them watch some videos. Maybe you can let them watch something, not just any video, I mean something that is an educational content that they might be interested in. Maybe they're just tired of the lesson for so long and they want to do something else. So just let them do something else sometimes. So if you found anything helpful in this information, in this content, you might consider subscribing, because there's a whole lot more to come that you might not want to miss. Thank you for watching this one, and I'll catch you in the next one. Love and peace.